YouTubers, welcome to Bikini Nation. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You all know how much I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like, also hit subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and also turn on the notifications for Bikini Nation so you can see when a new video drops. Don't forget to comment, please comment. I love them all coming through. Now for today's video, I've really been reflecting on the year that was. So I thought, what better moment to talk about the physiques, the looks that made my jaw drop. And what also triggered this video was 5 days ago, I put out a poll to you guys asking what was the best physique of 2021. 170 of you voted. And as you can see up on the screen there, Lauralie Chapados, her Chicago Pro win, took it out at 45%. So let's kick things off and let's take a look at Lauralie's look at the Chicago Pro. Lauralie's Chicago Pro look just demonstrated she was back for the year. This was her first show of the year and she really brought it. This look, honestly, I still get messages to this date from fans saying that this is their favorite look. She came in with a really muscular physique. Honestly, she looked jacked. But by all accounts, people really liked it and it was really well respected. You could see her signature glutes, or the wagon as she likes to call it, really stood out on this day. And guys, I'm just going to read out a post she put up straight after her win. Here we go. I remember back in 2018 placing second at my first Olympia behind the bikini queen Angelica. From that peak, I fell all the way down to rock bottom shortly after with some poor placings at major shows, disappointing myself and all of you. At this right second, I kept my head down, stayed focused, surrounded myself with the right team, and have been working, not giving up, pushed through it all for the past 3 years towards the dream of mine, a Miss Bikini Olympia worthy physique. The next look that was iconic for me in 2021 was Daraja Hill at Tampa. It really stood out for me. She placed second after Issa. But why it was so pivotal is that she announced herself to the other competitors. She announced that she is there to win. She's not there just to make up numbers. She wants to take home the crown. Her teeny tiny waist and her structure was really highlighted at this show. She looked incredible. And she took out some stiff competition. She beat out Dory and Lauralie. Some even said she should have won this show. Her and her outstanding coach, Paul Rivalia, really brought in a complete package in 2021. And with this huge momentum, I honestly cannot wait to see what they bring in 2022. Speaking of Tampa, another look that really blew my mind was Issa Paccini. We know she came in first, but why this was so pivotal is she showed off her significantly downsized look and she came out with a bang winning this show. Her look was quite similar and reminiscent to her 2019 Olympia win, and this was a moment where we knew Issa was back. Her signature look was back. Her and her coach Ricardo really pulled off the complete package at this show, and you could not deny that she was the favorite leading into the Arnold Classic and Olympia, especially being a previous Olympia winner. It also kicked off a friendly rivalry between Dory and Issa leading into these upcoming shows. The next look of 2021 is Jennifer Dorie at the Arnold Classic and Olympia. We know she came third at Tampa, but she really brought in a more conditioned and tighter look at the Arnold Classic, and it paid off. She took home the crown and she announced herself as the new favorite leading into Olympia. Speaking of this, I put up a poll asking you guys which was your favorite Bikini Olympia look over the past 5 champions. Dory received the most votes, and that's a huge accolade looking at those other names there. Janet Leung, Issa, Angelica, Courtney King. Now let's take a closer look at that look. Dory at Olympia was obviously one of the most jaw-dropping moments of 2021, and I would say her best look ever. This was so significant as she beat Issa at the Arnold Classic, and Lauralie was hot on her heels at this show. And let's not forget that she was gunning for this title, as she became second to Janet Leung just the year before. Jen brought in an amazing hourglass look, which was so well balanced. She oozed poise and femininity in her overall look and routine, and really set the standard going into 2022. Another memorable look of 2021 was Maureen at Olympia. She placed fourth and she really bought it. She owned it. And this was huge as she beat out Issa and Daraja at this show. Maureen is a serious pocket rocket, and I would say she was the best poser and had the best routine at Olympia. She exuded confidence and femininity. And personally, I cannot wait to see her go up against Daraja next year. I think it's going to be a real battle, a really great one to watch. They're both shorter competitors and they place so closely at Olympia. The next physique of 2021 that stunned me was Allison Testu at the Prague Pro. She won this show, earning her ticket to Olympia in 2022. You probably already know that Allison has one of my favorite physiques in bikini due to her proportions, conditionings, lines, and structure. Now that Allison's been over to Olympia, she knows exactly what package she needs to bring into 2022, including the right level of conditioning that works best on her. I cannot wait to see what she brings into the next year. The next physique that I want to talk about is Danielle Phelps. Dani had a 3-year layoff and she had her return at the Iron Games where she placed second after Lauralie Chapados. Having such a long time off competing, it is rather impressive that she placed so well. She brought in an excellent physique. Dani has incredible structure and lines and has a lot of confidence, which is so integral on stage. I believe she is really one to watch in 2022, and I think she's going to be in that top 10 at Olympia. The next one on my list is Tavia Miller at the Hurricane Pro. Now, this was the first time ever that she got in the first call out and a top 5 finish. Why this was so important is she showed momentum. At the start of the year, she was getting third call-outs, mid-year, second call-outs, and then at this show, she got her first ever first call-outs, which is absolutely huge. She bought in an overall improved package, and her conditioning is just getting better and better. T has all of the tools to be a champion. We know her physique is rather reminiscent of Janet Leung, and her potential is absolutely limitless. I can't wait to see what she brings into 2022, and she's certainly one to watch out for. We recently did a poll asking you guys which of the up-and-coming European competitors will move up the rankings most in 2022. Octavia received 40% of those votes, and we're really not surprised about that. Octavia literally just got her pro card, and coming out of that, she placed first at the Tsunami Cup in her home country of Italy, which is enormous, her first pro win, and she backed that up by coming second at the Arnold UK, which was a higher caliber of competitors. When I first saw Octavia, she immediately stood out for me because of her amazing structure and teeny tiny waist. She's honestly another one with so much potential. It is through the roof, and it's one that we need to look out for in 2022. I do hope she heads over to the US next year so she can battle it out with some of the other big names. Now guys, I want to hear from you. You've heard my jaw-dropping physiques for the year, but what were yours? It doesn't have to be anyone that I mentioned today, but please write down in the comments below who had your most favorite physique of 2021 and why. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like, hit hit subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and also turn on those notifications so you can see when Bikini Nation puts up another video. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.